Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another aimless adventure coming to you from Ybor City today. We're going to wander around. I think it's time we explore more. Let's do it. That brewery sign has got a bat hanging upside down. That's pretty cool. You can hear people cruising by with the sounds of Seek and Destroy being played. Man, I love it down here. I love the Cuban people. I love Cuba, even though I've never been there. No, I'm not a communist. I just love the culture. Love the culture of the Cuban people. And this whole area here, Ybor, is just rich. Probably more rich than any other location in America with Cuban culture and history. Check out this Los Hayas. Oh, actually, Haya. I'm not sure what the original sign said. Novedades. I don't know. Whatever that says. That's what it used to be. Now it's something else. I'm not affiliated with whatever's going on over there, but it's something called Bad Bunny Night. Doors 10 p.m. I don't know what that is or what kind of shop that is, but just kind of showing the building. Not promoting whatever that might be. Check it. The birth of Ybor City. October 1885, John L. Leslie sold V. Martinez Ybor and Company the first tract of land which built the original Ybor City, purchased for $9,000 cash. Tampa citizens underwrote $4,000 of the amount to the new owners and pledged the land notes, totaling 40 acres, of which Leslie donated 10. The site was bounded here on the east by California 15th Street now, and to the west by Leroy, which is now 11th Street. And main thoroughfare was named Georgia Broadway, 7th Avenue. Other purchases later enlarged the Latin Quarter, and on the new plot, street designations were changed from names to numbers. Now you know. And just up from my whip is the sign for the, I can get the shade here, Hotel de la Havana, 1887 to 1891. So I guess that's what this building is I couldn't pronounce. Fabulous pioneer days of Ybor City. This hotel was located on its corner. Three-story frame structure was the first hotel erected in the Latin Quarter. Its proprietors were Jose Ruben and Jacinto Oliveira. Yep, I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. The hotel was headquarters for newly arrived tobacco workers and Cuban political exiles. The building was destroyed during Ybor City's first Great Fire in November of 1891. Holy crap, the sun is beating my brain. So this building doesn't exist anymore. However, that bird song does. Sing it, my man. Were you singing Master of Puppets? Master? One more time. Master. Where's the dreams that I've been after? Master. You promised. What? What did he promise? Only lies. That's horrible. I'm seeing signs that might have been an old Ritz hotel by the actual sign that says Ritz. Ironically, there was a Ritz in Manhattan. We used to go watch metal bands play at on, I think, 54th Street. Yeah. Not sure what's going on here. All right, so they got different bands of some kind. That looks metal-ish. And maybe Slipknot-ish. June 6th. I think that's a day or two ago. Whoa. I'm not sure what's up with the butterfly and the big gay chicken. Not sure what's going on there. Apparently Britney Spears is going to be here. Look. See, and Carmen Electra and whoever that girl is. Wow. think that's Carmen. I don't know. Could be way off. Check it, yo. They got it going on. What's up there, bro? Boom chicka bow wow right here. You can also get a $5 cigar, but I'd much rather have this sweet GMC. Yeah, check it. I'm sure he doesn't get tired of this, but old boy right there doing it up. When he's not on the phone, he'll be rolling some cigars. If you're into that kind of party. I gotta get me some food. I have not eaten today. Now I'm getting a bit retarded. Shut up, Peanut Gallery. That joint's called Hot Wax Coffee Shop. I wonder if they sell albums and have coffee. Or either way, I gotta hit the can, so let's party. Yeah, rolling it OG style, just, that's cool. It's kind of rolling up in here. Oh, there's a giant dog up in here. No public bathroom. If you don't buy something, take your pee around back and do it in the alley like everybody else does. Yo, they're not joking about that. No customers, no can. Cool bathroom. I guess you can draw on the walls. I'm not sure. There's like genitalia everywhere. I guess it's a bathroom, so whatever. But yeah, man, you gotta buy something at this place to use the facilities. Water and iced coffee party. But the vibe's cool. Whoa. Fade to, that was the reverse of fade to black. Yeah. Hey, at least it's clean. Check this out. You got two things that happened here in Ybor. The Great Fire of 1908 that burned a bunch of the city down, but check this other one out. Elvis, after he performed what's called a tonsil picture, where you can see into his back of his throat, performed in Tampa at the Fort Homer West Harrisley Armory. They came down here supposedly with Scotty Moore, and they were checking out Ybor, and yeah, so I'm not sure. It doesn't say that they came into this building, but still pretty cool. I'll have to check out that Elvis history from over there in Tampa, wherever that property is and whatever's on it now. Check out this signage, man. So old boy in the coffee shop was telling me that the building there, that used to be a tailor that made suits for Elvis and his crew, and then next door was a record store. I'm sorry, a pharmacy. So I don't know if there's a connection between Elvis suits and a pharmacy, but there you go. Yeah, artists. Nice. Dig it. They're gonna teach you to make cheese in here too. In there, you can go make cheese. All kind of history. I smell two things down here: food and a heavy dose of cigars. But it's not like there's a difference between cigar smell and cigarettes, and I'm not going to make any apologies to you if you're a cigarette smoker. It's a vile, disgusting habit. I hate it, and it kills people. But on a more positive note, cigars smell better. They just do. I don't know if I was too harsh there with the cigarette stuff, but yeah, it's jacked some people up that I care about. So I'm not, me and cigarettes, we don't, we're not friends. We're not friends. That's all. It's my opinion. I got one. You can go in here at the Blue Devil and get a tattoo. That actually looks like my best friend David Wilson has got a little red devil that looks very much like that. That's where these came from. This and his house party I think, no. Yeah, my scorpion came from a house party. I have another tattoo. It's a cross with my name, and, you know, so I don't forget who I am. And we got those at a tattoo parlor when we were 17 together. Because as you know, all good decisions are made at age 17. Check it out. We got some cigar store Indians. These are legit because they're in front of a cigar store. So, and they are wood. Would you like a cigar? Chief Smoke 'em if you got 'em has a message for you. No pee for free. You can, however, walk right here and urinate. Oh man, I just love that. Look at that Nolans vibe going on. This pizza joint is not open. Whoa, why did my phone just blur out like that? What the heck? Oh, maybe it was a smudge on the window. Yeah, so Al Capone's place is closed. I'm pretty sure it was never really his, but anyway. All kind of history down here, including Albert Capone, who has a place called Monster Pizza. Legit, real history. Look it up. It's on the internet. It never could be untrue. Al Capone's actual pizza place here in Ybor City. Ybor City. There's a place called Drip. Gallery in Ceramics, or of Ceramics. Right there. Ybor City Drip. Yeah, there are two people dressed as pink flamingos walking down the street here in Ybor City. And check it out. I think I found out where they're going. Because there's a bunch more people in there with like inflatable things all around them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I'm not sure. But I like it. That dude's dressed as a giant turtle in there. I think maybe that's a chick. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, there's two of them. There's two turtle people. Turtle persons? Is that what we're calling? Is it turtle? You can't say man or woman anymore. Is that a turtle person? Turtleite? But wait, if you act now, dude with shark is about to show up. I think that's a shark. I can't tell. I can't tell. What the hell is going on? I don't know what dude has got. Where am I even in focus? What's wrong with me? Yeah, I don't know what he's got. He's got something around his neck and he's going there to the inflatable pool party. Holy crap, that is ridiculous. This place sells food, but it's all raw, so you have to go full. Just take it out of the tank and eat it. Yeah. So they make you reach in. This is factual. They make you reach into a tank with your hands, and you have to eat the lobster straight out of the tank with no tools, or the octopi. Just munch right into its big giant purple nugget. Fact or fabrication. By now you're saying, why am I wasting my time watching this moron wander around the first city no one can pronounce and just, I don't know. I don't know why. If you stuck around this long, party. We got more stupid. Here we go. It's probably going to be an hour long of me just rambling. I don't know what that is, but it's cool looking. And the dirt that's on it kind of accents the craziness. Look at this thing. Whoa. Look at that door handle, dude. Look at that freaking door handle. Holy crap. Sorry, I was trying to take a photo, but I couldn't see. Couldn't see what I was looking at with the glare. Whoa, there's the dude. There's a screaming face. And there's like the... I like the sign better. That one up there. Party, bro! Hell yeah! I've seen these, but this is the first time I stopped to look. I was like, why do they have these patterns? But it says, it's a little story. In Tampa, winters were sometimes cold, but they were short and never much below freezing. The problem was that the wooden houses were not very well insulated. Huh. Interesting. Sup, bro? What are you doing? You're panting. It's very creepy. I didn't know that this was a thing still. Is this actually really open? I mean, probably night times, but I didn't know that this was still a thing from that movie, that bar. Or maybe it was a bar before the movie. I don't know. That joint over there is called Bad Monkey. And then Rock and Roll Bar. Also, the building was built in 1925 and it looks like the Alamo-ish. Here's another cigar store Indian. This guy, I know, bro, the sun glaring in your eyes, dude. I'm feeling it. Check it out. That's really cool. I'm wondering if that was like one of the old Cuban clubs, or they had different nationalities. Oh, that one I think is the Italian. So, Italiana? Italians. So this is where the paisanos would come. This was like their thing. Their little club or big club. And there are different nationalities that have clubs like this, or had back in the day here in Ybor, which you would think would be just Cuban, but no. I think I remember a couple years ago seeing one that was like for Swedish. Like, my bum is on the Swedish. My bum is on the Swedish. My bum is on the rail. My bum is on the Swedish. Guy has a lot of palms. I only have 2. Yeah, dudes and dudettes, that is the Italian club. And that's super cool. I love that. Man. I wish they would turn some of this stuff into like little museums. At least have a little hat tip other than just a plaque. So you can go in and get your historical nerdage on. As we use Creeper Cam to get around this car. So this joint right here, this dude right over there, he was standing next to that wall and a friggin' rooster crowed. Scared him. His head looked, that dude stopping to look at it. Yeah, but the dude was standing over there and a rooster went off. Old boy's neck snapped. Looked like somebody gave him the old Mike Tyson uppercut. We have some ghost signage, but it's pretty legible, so yeah. Demi's Market. Oh, we're just wandering for this one, y'all. No rhymes, no reasons. Just pointing out the interesting in my brain. And I love the architecture down here. Check that one out. Got 2 seahorses up there in a place called Blind Tiger Coffee Roasters. I'm already all amped and wired on caffeine, but maybe we'll party when we go back down that side of the street. It just goes and goes and goes. There's probably like about, sup? Love the shirt, bro. Rocking a Ride the Light Bulb shirt. So it goes like, I don't know, about 6-7 more blocks that way. I don't know if we're going that far. I got 5 hours in parking, so I think I'd burn about 2 or at least 2, maybe 3 of that by now. And then we got to still go way, way back down there. We'll see. That's cool. Making our way eastbound and down here at 7th and 19th. Try not to get hit by cars or trucks. All right, I'm confused. There was a Blind Tiger. There is a Blind Tiger coffee roasters there, and then there's a Blind Tiger coffee spot here. I don't know. I'm guessing this might be the former location, but I do not know. Yeah, it says moved. Good job, Captain Obvious. Sweet murals, loud engines. Yeah. Viva Ybor, I agree. Viva Cuban peoples and roosters. Not so much the Cuban sandwich, not a big fan. But the rest of it, party. Exactly. I'm not eating yet. Executive decision. What's that? What's back there? Oh. Oh man, there's some cool murals back there. Anyway, speaking of murals, here's one behind my big head. What's up, Chica? We're going to turn around and go back. I need food, and it's very hot out. So, party. Yeah. Blind tiger. No moss. Just, abandoned. Abandoned video. Abandoned video. Look, it's a store that closed. We're calling it abandoned. Abandoned video. Give me clicks, give me likes. It is an actual blind tiger. Look, he cannot see. Or is he blindfolded? Cafe, what's it say? Cafe, Tea and Textiles. That's cool. Zydeco. Zydeco. That's a cool word. Wasn't there a band that had something to do with the Zydeco? Got some Greek food, well, there, but there's a tattoo joint here called Las Vegas Tattoo. Being a 30-year resident of said location, I'm interested to find out what's behind the name. So let's go poke around. No pun intended, though. All right, those peeps were super cool. I found out that they were, in fact, their boss originally is from SoCal, did some Vegas stuff, had the first tattoo shop on Fremont Street, apparently. Here's the Blind Tiger's new place. He's not blind anymore, or she, or whatever. The tiger is no longer blind. I can see, unless that's like Gabriel's eye from Walking Dead. Had to slip that reference in. But anyway, so they said that, yeah, the boss, everything, they are from Vegas. So that's cool. And maybe some more coffee. I don't know. Do I need it? Yeah, so I got more bean. Check it out. They hooked me up with the OG logo. This I found out. There's another place in like the Carolinas called the same thing, and it's similar logo, so they don't want to get sued. So this is no longer the logo. Like the new logo is this right here. So this one's the new logo with the white Gabriel eyes. That's the OG. So he hooked me up with that. Rocking the old breakfast croissant here. Cool staff. And we return to the heat with more bean. I got about an hour before my what do you call it, parking thing runs out. So I got to get on back. I chilled in the old Blind Tiger for a while. Whoa, that dude is a eggplant. Here's a little heads up. We are back. Oh look, it's a private event going on. But this is the, what's that say? Da-da-da-da-da. National Historic Register. The Italian Club, Tampa's first Italian-American society. See, I don't know, when did they start hyphenating stuff like whatever American, African-American, Scottish-American? I prefer to say an Italian or American Italian descent. That way we don't get too weird about things. Anyway, organized April 4th, 1894. During its early years, the club assisted members through cultural enrichment, providing education, health care, and financial help to the families of the deceased members. And then there's some other words, and yeah, party. I think this is the original cornerstone. It's weird that it's not attached to the building, hence a cornerstone or placard, but oh, it's weird that it's just here for people to vandalize. Hopefully not. What's up? It's nice that you still have folks coming down here of the actual Cuban descent and or straight from. Yeah, check it out. Cigar bomb. Homie's rolling right there. Oh, he's picking some out. That is not a dude rolling. But yeah, it's nice. You walk around and hear folks speaking their native tongue. In this case, it'd be Spanish. And some Cuban folks. What is this? The Bad Monkey. There must be some, like this is another place where they're doing the inflatable. Say what's up, bro? That's Shark Dude. I don't know what's going on with that party, but there's a lot of people wearing inflatable stuff. There's also a Truist Bank, which strangely has the odd combination smells of urine and weed. And that's a cool sign right there. What's this? Yeah, Cuban patriots used this corner for street meetings in 1895. See that? Party on. Something here called the Southern Belle Country Bar and Grill, but it does not look like it's open. That thing's chained shut. Oh, there's a giant disco ball. No sign of Barry Gibb. There's another Crest building. I'm trying to remember. When I lived in Sanford, I lived in that little historic downtown area, Sanford, Florida. They had a Crest building there. And I think there's also a really cool Crest building that's a former theater in Daytona. Pretty sure. There's probably a lot of them around the country. I have a feeling that whoever Crest was put up a lot of buildings. All right, this is where the inflatable party was at, but it's now moved. Maybe it's like they call that a bar hop or pub crawl. We used to call that when we did the Scottish stuff. Pub crawl. You go from one to the next until you eventually get arrested or something. But they're doing beer pong in there. Yeah, inflatable people have moved on. That's a pretty cool entry, and check out those really slick looking chairs. I dig it. There's another look-see at that. Hold on. Nolan style building. Thinking, helped by Bean. There are skeletons up there. There's like skeletons. One's kind of passed out, and the other one's laughing at him, I think. Yeah. Party on, Ybor. Party on. See, these fellas are still chilling. What's up, Cheap? Smoke them if you got them. Party on, buddy. No? You like the smoke, not the bean? Whatever, dude. We all got our fix. I think I'm going into the Blue Devil tattoo and piercing place. Neither of which are going to actually take place, but check it out. Since Metallica's in town, look, for $72, hence 72 seasons, you can get, yeah, you can get one of them done.
What do you think, Gab?
Check it out. They got taxidermy from Dysfunctional Grace. I got a video from that joint from a couple years ago. But check it. The taxidermy. Oh, you got some boards too, dude. Whoa, there's a leprechaun. That dude clearly doesn't know it's not March. Or oh, maybe that's what he's doing. He's out shaking people down for their gold. It's like a Ybor City pimp leprechaun. Oh, that's cool. I dig it.
It was being like about to set me on.
So dudes inside the Blue Devil were super cool, man. I snagged a little shirt that's got this logo on it for 15 bucks, and they gave me this little bag. He's like, hey man, you've been carrying around, I got stickers and other crap I've been collecting today. Anyway, homeboy hooked me up with that bag. which is for some event they got going on. But check them out. They have a $80 minimum on tats, so give them a little plug for being cool. If you're cool, I'll plug you. That building's cool. Here's another look-see at that sweet GMC whip. Yeah. Nice. Rob Halford? Breaking the law, breaking the law. Check out this Chickson here at whatever that's covering up. Boom. A giant chicken hanging out in them like plastic ball things that you jump in. Disco balls, skeleton chickens, Ybor party. That says the Masquerade. I'm not sure what's up with that. This is the Ritz. I'm very confused. Well, that's going to do it from this one. A lot of gibbering, jabbering, and randomness. Thanks for joining me. I have no idea where we're going to be in the country tomorrow or the next day, but we're going and we're doing stuff. So yeah, until then, adventure on. If Christopher Walken had a brother, would his name be Jay? I don't see a ticket. I don't see a ticket. I was getting close and worried, but yeah, woo! No ticket.